today we are tackling this laundry room, and I have not done a project like this in so long, so I'm so excited. We are going to clean everything out and then organize it, get rid of some things, and just go from there. This is probably not going to be a one-day project. We will see, but I'm so excited to get it started. Let's get into it. Here's the inside. Clearly there's a lot of clothes that need to come out, a lot of random things that need to come out. For some people, this is like a nightmare project, and for me, this is like so exciting because I just see the end product and like how clean and organized it can be and will be. When you're doing a project like this, as daunting as it is, literally every single tiny thing needs to come out. I like to work section by section and just start in one area so I don't feel so overwhelmed with the whole entire space. So I started in this little cabinet. I pulled everything out. I trashed everything that was trash, and then I made a Goodwill stack with some things as well. I just keep doing this throughout the whole laundry room, one space at a time. If I know things are trash, I trash them. If I know things are going to go to Goodwill, then I put them in the Goodwill pile. And anything I'm unsure about, I set aside on the kitchen table for the owners to look at and tell me what they want to do with it. Before I got started, the people who live in this house went through the room with me and just kind of let me know things right off the bat. Hey, this is going to go to Goodwill. Hey, this can be trashed, and so on. Obviously, they couldn't do that for every item in this whole room because there's so many things, but I did have a good idea of what things need to be donated, what things needed to be trashed, and so on. At this point, I'm still going section by section and putting things in their designated pile based on where they need to go. You're seeing me leave a lot of items in certain locations, and that's not because they're going to stay exactly where and exactly how they are, but I know that those items are likely going to stay in that general area, and I'm going to organize them later. You'll see in a minute, but there are already so many items that have been removed from this laundry room that are outside of it, and I don't want to add to that unnecessarily. So anything that I think is going to stay in this room, I will just leave it and reorganize it later. At this point, I go ahead and start cleaning the surfaces and the areas that I've already kind of decluttered and gone through. I thought about doing this at the beginning, and for some reason I decided not to, but now I'm wishing that I did because I'm having to take everything off the shelves again to clean them. But this is definitely worth doing as you go. That way you don't feel like you've done so much and then you still have to go back and clean. Decluttering and clearing out all the unnecessary items in this room is definitely the most important part, but do not skip on the wiping down surfaces and just cleaning things off the floor. I just think attending to the little things as you go make it feel like a very complete project at the end. When you're sick and tired of looking at all the nooks and crannies of a space, you're not going to want to go back and wipe things down and clean up afterward. So doing it as you go is definitely a must for me. At this point, I was definitely starting to hit a wall a little bit, but I got some enjoyment out of organizing these bags. I just took them all out of the big tote and organized them by either material and or size. And then I took them and restacked them back in the tote. I know she uses these regularly, so I wanted her to have access to them, but in a much more organized way. At this point, the piles outside of this room are really getting huge, and this is the part in the project where you really are sick of doing this. You want to give up, and you just have to cling to the thought that when this is all over, it's going to look so pretty and just feel so much lighter. Not everyone may feel this way, but I personally feel like if my space is cluttered, my mind is cluttered, and I just cannot think straight. So I love doing this for other people because I know how good it makes me feel when I have a space cleared out and cleaned. So I honestly love doing this with and for other people because I know how good they're going to feel afterwards. I don't know if you caught that, but that big stack on the dining room table is things that I need to go through with the people who live here and ask them what they want me to do with those things. So we have our work cut out for us still. I'm wrapping things up in this room for today after this cabinet. So I'm going to go through those two lower cabinets that you saw tomorrow. Those are probably going to be a big project because there's a lot in them. I filled up 2 full trash bags today. Tomorrow, I'm going to finish those cabinets, make a Goodwill run, and then also grab some organizers and baskets. I'm spreading these items out on the table so that the owner and I can better see them and go through them when she gets home. And I'll be back for day 2 tomorrow.